What's the latest, you ask? And what's going to be the next move? Let's talk about it. What is going on, everyone? I hope you're all having a good day. We're officially in the third day of the new year, 2024. Hopefully, you're all off to a good start. And I know it's early in the year, but I hope it's been a good one so far. And we are officially 40 days away from pitchers and catchers reporting to spring training. So, not that far away from spring training, folks. So, be ready. It's right around the corner. All right. So, there's been some news that's been coming out. Okay. So there was some new details on the Yoshinobu Yamamoto contract. There was a recent signing of another relief pitcher by the San Diego Padres. The Brewers just signed a pitcher recently or today. And then there's been some buzz going around. Jordan Montgomery, Blake Snell, Shota Imanaga, Dylan Cease, but we'll get into all that. All right. So here's some details of the massive contract that Yoshinobu Yamamoto signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers. And if you remember, he signed a 12-year, $325 million contract. It was a huge contract, but there are some stipulations with this, if you want to call it stipulations. So check this out. All right. And this was reported by the Associated Press. So it says here that if Yamamoto has Tommy John surgery or is on the injured list for a right elbow injury for 134 consecutive service days from 2024 to 2029, he would have the right to opt out after the 2031 and 2033 World Series, according to the terms of the deal. If he avoids Tommy John surgery and doesn't miss that much time with an elbow issue during that window, he can instead opt out after the 2029 and 2031 World Series. So this is a smart move by the Dodgers, right? When you think about it, they've taken a risk on a player that they've signed to a long-term deal, and paying him a lot of money. And the last thing that they want is their star player to go down, to get hurt. And it is inevitable with pitchers to get hurt, especially with their elbow. There have been several pitchers who have gotten Tommy John surgery and have missed a lot of time. And some have gotten one, others have gotten two. And of course, the Dodgers do want to protect their investment. I do get that. So, you would hope for, if you're a Dodgers fan, that Yamamoto does not get hurt and he's able to stay healthy and he's able to pitch well for the Dodgers. I mean, as a Dodgers fan, you would hope that. You never want to see a player go down to injury, and you never want to see a player miss a bunch of time, especially when it comes to Tommy John surgery. A lot of players have missed a lot of time as a result of Tommy John surgery. And, some come back, they still play well. They still pitch well. Others, it's a problem, They still experience some problems with their elbow, and it's unfortunate, but it's part of the game. All right. And I read somewhere too, there was something else with Yamamoto's contract. I'd have to look at it again, that he would have a full-time translator, and on the road games, they would give him his own suite. at whatever hotel. So it sounds like they're you know, sweetened the pot a little bit for this particular deal. And remember, he does get a $50 million signing bonus, so he gets 20 million by February 1st, and the remaining 30 million on July 1st. So there is that, and then remember that $50 million posting fee. So in reality, the Dodgers ended up spending $375 million to sign Yamamoto, which to me is insane. It's still insane to me, but kudos to them. They spent the money and they got him. And hopefully, again, if you're a Dodgers fan, it all works out. Okay. So here's some other news. So the Padres, if you remember, they signed Yuki Matsui, and so they made another deal. So they signed pitcher, and I want to make sure I'm saying this right. If I butcher it, I apologize. His name is Suk Go. So another relief pitcher that they signed to the bullpen. So they're solidifying their bullpen now. All right, they were able to acquire some pitchers from the Yankees in that blockbuster trade for Juan Soto. They went and got Yuki Matsui, and now they got Suk Go. And Suk Go signed a 2-year deal, and he will make $1.7 million in 2024 and then $2.25 million in 2025. There is a $500,000 buyout on the option, which is valued at $3 million. So that was another deal that the Padres made. Also, the Milwaukee Brewers signed left-handed pitcher Bryan Hudson, who was DFA'd by the Dodgers recently. So the Brewers picked him up, and now he's a Milwaukee Brewer. Seems like a very attractive option. He's got some height to him, left-hander, 6'8", so he could be pretty scary on the mound. If he can pitch well. Okay. Now, some news that's been kind of going around, and it does involve the Yankees, yes. So we know the Yankees are interested in reuniting with Jordan Montgomery, and I think that I would say that's probably their one big priority right now. They are in need of pitching, particularly with starting pitching. So, and I would say they need 2. So their name has been mentioned a lot with Jordan Montgomery, and I think that's no secret. They do want to reunite with him. On what kind of deal, we don't know. The Yankees were also connected to Blake Snell. Surprisingly, guys like Blake Snell, still a free agent. So things are, not sure why his market is moving slow. I'm sure there's teams interested, but he's trying to look for the best deal, and rightfully so. Also, the Yankees have been linked to Dylan Cease, and we don't know what that would look like, because they'll have to trade for Dylan Cease, and he comes with 2 years of control. But we don't know what the Yankees are willing to give up. And I know the Chicago White Sox are asking for a lot. And I don't know if the Yankees want to give up that much. All right. Also, the Yankees have been linked to Luzardo, who's a pitcher from the Miami Marlins. So that name's been coming up a lot. So we'll see what happens. The Yankees have options, but they would have to act quick. And then, in my opinion, the free agent class, as far as who's available for pitchers, it's not. I won't say they're bad names, but they're not necessarily the big names. I mean, in my opinion, I feel like the Jordan Montgomery is probably the most attractive option, I would say. And then the other thing I did want to mention too was that some reports are coming out saying that the Yankees are not interested in Shota Imanaga. So sounds like Imanaga is out of the question for the Yankees, which, to remind you, Imanaga is having to make a decision, or he has to make a decision by the 11th. So a week from tomorrow. So he has 8 days to make a decision as far as what team he wants to sign with. All right. So that's another piece of news that I wanted to get out to you. But that's the news right now. That's what I got for you right now. You all tell me what you think. Drop your comments, drop your thoughts. Tell me, who would you want to get? You know, if you're a Yankees fan, who do you want the Yankees to get as far as pitchers go? If you're a fan of any of the other teams, let me know. Okay, what players you want, whether it be offensive players or pitching, bats, whoever. You know, let me know in the comments. Okay. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Share this out with anyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I am at 123 subscribers, and I'm on my way to 200. I'm trying to get to 200 as quick as possible. The ultimate goal is to get to 1,000. If you all could help me get there, I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. That way I could start, I could continue putting out videos like this and interact with all of you. And I will be on some more live streams with some of the other content creators. And then hopefully when the time is right and very soon, I will start doing live streams of my own. And that way I could interact with all of you. So thank you again for showing support to this channel. If you subscribed already, thank you so much. Your support means a lot to me. And again, any other news comes out, I will definitely let you know. And I will see you all later.